Hello and welcome. Today we say breaking news. On 8th June 2026, Iran launches missile attacks on Israel following Israeli strikes inside Iran. June 8, 2026, tension in the Middle East have escalated dramatically after Iran launched a missile attack against Israel in a response to Israel airstrikes on Iranian territory. The Israel military confirmed that multiple missiles were fired from Iran towards Israel, triggering air raids siren across several parts of the country and sending residents into shelters. Israel authorities later announced that the immediate threats had passed and citizens could leave protected areas. The Iranian missile attacks come shortly after Israel carried out strikes inside Iran, with explosion reported in the cities of Tehran, Tabriz, and Isfahan. Israel also stated that its air forces targeted facilities within the Marshal petrochemical complex in southwestern Iran. Iranian media reported that part of the Karum petrochemical company was damaged in the attacks, while workers in the Marshal industrial zones were evacuated as a proactionary security measures. Meanwhile, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) claimed the responsibility for strikes targeting Israel Nevatim and Tel North air bases. The IRGC described the attacks as a retaliation for area Israeli strikes on Iranian air defense rather installation located in different parts of the country. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has convened an emergency security cabinet meeting to assess the rapidly evolving situation. The conflict has also raised concern across the wider regions. In Lebanon's capital, Beirut, explosion well reportedly had believed to be linked to intercepted projectiles or air defense activity. Regional observers warn that the latest developments could further intensify instability across the Middle East. In a separate development, the Israel military announced that it is intercepted a missile launched from Yemen, while Saudi Arabia is assured security arrests in the Al-Kharaj regions. The latest exchange of the attacks marks a significant escalation between Iran and Israel, fueling fear of broader regional conflicts. A Chinese President Xi Jinping arrives in North Korea for historical visit. Pyongyang, North Korea. Chinese President Xi Jinping has arrived in North Korea for an official state visit where he is expected to hold high-level talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The trip marks Xi's first visit to North Korea in 7 years and his first overseas trip of 2026. President Xi and First Lady Peng Lyon were welcomed at Kim Il-sung Square in Pyongyang with a grand military ceremony attended by thousands of citizens and school children wearing signs celebrating the everlasting friendship between China and North Korea. Upon arrival, Xi and his wife were personally greeted by Kim Jong-un and First Lady Lee Sol-ju, highlighting the importance both nations place on their long-standing relationship. Before departing for Pyongyang, Xi described China-North Korea relation as being at a strong and promising stage, emphasizing the need for closer cooperation between the two countries. We must oppose hegemonism, authoritarian practices, and all actions that threaten regional peace and stability through a military provocation, Xi said ahead of the visit. China and North Korea have long shared common positions on several international issues and have frequently criticized what they view as a Western attempts to dominate global affairs. During the 2 days visit, Xi and Kim are expected to discuss bilateral relations, regional security concerns, economic cooperation, and broader geopolitical development. China remains North Korea's largest economic partner, supplying a wide range of goods including technology products, petroleum, food machinery, vehicle, and clothing. According to a recent figure, trade between the two countries increased by 22% during the first 2 months of 2026 compared to the same period in 2025, underscoring the glowing economic ties between Beijing and Pyongyang. OpenAI is set to launch a powerful new version of ChatGPT in the coming weeks. San Francisco OpenAI is preparing to release a major new version of ChatGPT in the coming weeks, according to reported by the Financial Times. The upcoming platform is expected to combine advanced coding capabilities with sophisticated AI agents capable of performing complex tasks autonomously. The move is part of the OpenAI's strategy to strengthen its position against rival AI company Anthropic, particularly in the enterprise market, while also boosting revenue ahead of potential future public stocks. Offering the new system is expected to transform how ChatGPT is used, while basic features may remain available to free users. Access to advanced tools, including coding services such as Codex, could require rapid subscription. Speaking about the company's vision, Thibauti, OpenAI's head of products, said the goal is to create a personal digital assistant capable of helping users with virtually every aspect of their lives and work. We are building a technology assistant that can support you in everything you do, both personally and professionally. Reports about OpenAI's plan for unified AI platform have been circulating since last year. In March, the Wall Street Journal described the project as a significant shift in OpenAI's strategy following the launch of several separate AI products throughout 2025. Company executives have reportedly scaled back efforts in some projects, including the AI video generation platform Solar, to focus resources on developing the new flagship ChatGPT experience. The upcoming release is expected to mark one of OpenAI's most ambitious product launches to date, as the competition in the artificial intelligence industry continues to intensify. The more details are expected in the coming weeks as OpenAI prepare for the launch. Burundi urgently recalled ambassador to France following OAF meeting. Bujumbura, Burundi's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Edward Bizimana, has urgently recalled the country's ambassador to France, Space Caritas Jebari Kanuye, just hours after she was received by the Secretary General of the International Organization of La Francophonie, OAF, Louise Mushikiwabo. On June 2nd, 2026, Secretary General Mushikiwabo hosted a several new accredited ambassador at the OAF headquarters, where they presented their credentials and discussed cooperation with the organization. Among them was Ambassador Jebari Kanuye, who also represents Burundi to the OAF Permanent Council, and President Evariste Ndayishimiye. According to the OAF, discussion focused on strengthening Burundi's partnership with the Francophonie, particularly in programs related to literacy and gender equality. However, on June 3rd, Minister Bizimana sent a letter ordering the ambassador return immediately to the political capital for urgent briefing. In the communication, he stated, "I'm pressured to inform you that you are requested to return to the capital as soon as possible in order to be briefed on urgent matter concerning you." Ambassador Jebari Kanye began her diplomatic assignment on March 16, 2026. She is also accredited to several European countries, including Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Andorra, Romania, Malta, and Albania. The exact reason for the sudden recall has not been officially disclosed. However, the move has sparked speculation about the possible diplomatic or administrative concern, with some observers suggesting it could lead to changes in her posting. Thank you for watching.